Vancouver Island Report.
Good evening. A busy Vancouver Island ferry terminal is going to be closed for months after a hard landing by the Costal Inspiration. The Super C-Class ferry slammed into the dock at Duke Point yesterday and heavily damaged not just the dock but the vessel as well. It'll mean the closure of Duke Point itself, diverting about 5,000 passengers a day to Departure Bay at one of the busiest travel times of the year. CTV's Scott Cunningham has more.
A hard landing may be an understatement when describing what happened at Duke Point Tuesday afternoon. It was more like a crash, a big one. BC Ferry suspects the electronic system designed to guide the Costal Inspiration into its berth malfunctioned, causing it to slam into a dock at high speed.
This was obviously quite a significant event. Unfortunately, it did cause heavy damage to the terminal as well as damage to the vessel.
A dozen minor injuries to both passengers and crew are being blamed on the ship's contact with the dock. Severe damage to the vessel's bow door is expected to take weeks to fix, a small passage of time when compared to getting the terminal back in working order.
It won't be weeks, it will be months before we're able to reopen that berth.
On calm waters, a ferry heads for land in Departure Bay. The Nanaimo terminal will work double duty for the foreseeable future. Tsawwassen Duke Point trips now destined for Departure Bay as crews repair serious damage at the crash site.
We need to do a full investigation and find out all the contributing factors.
Less than 24 hours after the hard landing at Duke Point, officials here at Departure Bay say every sailing has been right on time. Still, some passengers are finding stress in the extra traffic.
That's why we got up at 6:45 this morning to make the first boat. The lineup was headed out the door.
Ferries are sailing on time, but terminals on both sides of the water are under extra pressure. Coupled with the holiday rush, some are nearly cracking.
We are waiting here for a very long time. Other cars who came later are on the ferry and they are off. So I don't know how they regulate all those things and how they manage those things. It's kind of ridiculous.
BC Ferries say passengers do not need to worry about delays, that the system can handle the displaced passengers through its other terminals. However, some weary travelers are not convinced.
But it just seems there's a lot of people not sure where they're going and that stuff at this point. So probably they'll get it straightened away. They usually do eventually.
A pledge has been made. All scheduled sailings will run, including extra holiday trips. A major undertaking as the system grapples with one of the most serious hard landings in Vancouver Island history. Scott Cunningham, CTV News, Nanaimo.